Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. For the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. For the viewers, thank you for clicking this video. So in today's video guys, I am going to be breaking down the specific time frame you need to be able to learn Forex fast. Now guys, if you're a beginner, I need you to stick with me to the end of this video, because guys, I don't want you to make the mistake that I made my first year of trading, where I was learning a bunch of nonsense, right? I'm going to literally break down what you need to learn to be able to understand market structure in Forex. All right guys, so let's jump straight into it. Now guys, the time frame that you need to be able to understand market structure and learn Forex fast is going to be this one specific time frame, and that time frame guys is going to be the 1 hour time frame. Now guys, the reason I chose the 1 hour time frame is very simple. In my opinion, right, the 1 hour time frame is basically like the middleman within the time frame, right? So within the 1 hour time frame guys, you could literally take a scalp trade, and also you could also take a swing trade. So I do believe like the 1 hour time frame is like the sweet spot when it comes to watching price and how price moves, right? And also with my strategy guys, I've also come to understand that the 1 hour time frame definitely respects my strategy way more, even the 4 hour time frame too, and the daily time frame. But I'm just saying like the 1 hour time frame really respects it more. And honestly guys, I would say like the 30-minute time frame and below is really not great, because like I said, it's the minute time frame, and also like it's going to be too much noise. But essentially guys, the reason why it says 1 hour time frame is very simple. You have to understand how to read market structure. And how you read market structure guys is by understanding how the market moves, right? Like I said, the strategy that I use is called the ICC concept, and basically the market moves in 3 phases, right? We have the first phase, the indication phase, the second phase, the correction phase, and the last phase, the continuation phase. Really simple. And as you can see, price goes in that direction, right? As you can see, correction, continuation, indication, correction, continuation, indication. Now your job as a trader is to basically follow the trend, of course, but your job as a trader is to understand where these points are, as you can see, right? So in the case of an option here, your job is to understand, right, where the lows are in the market. Now how do you figure out the lows, right? You figure out the lows guys by understanding this. A low is created when price has at least 2 sell candles, right? Now guys, I need you to stick with me, because this is going to make sense at the end of this video, because trust me guys, you will understand exactly how to read market structure. All right guys, so a low is created by at least 2 sell candles. So I do have examples of this. An example is like this, where as you can see on the left hand side, right, this is before the markup, and on the right hand side you can see that these cannot be considered low because it has only 1 sell candle, but these can be considered a low because it has at least 2 sell candles. Now the reason why I'm telling you about these lows is because guys, it helps us to understand when a trend has changed, right? So how you figure out a trend change is basically waiting for price to break the previous low. Now like I told you, a low is created with at least 2 sell candles. Now let's go to the chart right now and break this down for you, right? So in this case here, as you can see, literally guys, price is literally going up. You can't tell me otherwise, right? Now you don't need multiple time frames to tell you price is going up. Now how do you know where to take your trades? It's very simple. Like I told you guys, you take your trades where? From the lows, right? So in the case of an uptrend, you take your trades from here, as you can see. Now let me break this down for you in this specific time frame. Now price was literally bullish, right? Now from this point here, right, I want to tell you from this point here, price was technically bearish from this point, right? I don't want to go into detail, but price was technically bearish from this point. Now it turned bullish. Now I want you to look at how price maintained the lows guys. It's like magic, because it's literally magic, right? So notice this. Literally guys, price creates a high, creates a low here, right? And like I told you guys, a low is created with at least 2 sell candles, right? Now price creates a high, right, and then creates a low here, then creates a high, then creates a low here, and as you can see, creates a high, creates a low, creates a high, creates a low, right, and then creates a high here before this move happened. Now let me show you how you can literally watch price. Now, like I told you guys, for a reversal to happen, right, price needs to break the previous low. So basically what that means is, guys, if price has not broken and closed below this low like this, then the trend is still bullish. So in this case here, right, when price was buying all the way up here, right, the low that price needed to break for the trend to change was this low right here. Boom, this was the low here. Why? Because from here you cannot use this as the low because it has only one sell candle, but yeah, you can use this because it has at least 2 sell candles, right? So now price came, created a high, now went back to create a low here, as you can see. So now price now created a low technically, but a low, right, can only be valid when it has a high, right? So technically speaking, this has not been the low yet. So until this low now creates a high, right, then we can say, okay, yeah, you know, this is the low. Now notice how this high was created. Now, like I told you, you cannot use this as the low because price has at least, it only has one candle. But here you can use this as the low because price has at least 2 sell candles. Now you might ask me, okay, so what low do we pick, you know, for the trend to change? And the low is very simple, guys. You literally have to take the previous low. So basically what that means is, guys, the previous low, which is this right here, price literally needs to break the previous low. Once it breaks and closes, then the trend has changed. You feel me? So in this case, again, notice how again, right, price came, retraced, did this, and then created a high. Now once price created a high here, the low that price needs to break for the trend to change from the buys to sells is now this low right here. Why? Because price has at least 2 sell candles. This is not the low because price has only one sell candle, right? Price creates a high here. Notice how price comes close to this low, but guess what, it's still bought up. So literally, guys, you would have still anticipated a buy, right? As price is doing all this stuff, guess what, price creates a high again. Now once price creates a high, the low that price needs to break for the trend to change from buys to sells is going to be this low right here. Why? Because price has at least 2 sell candles. It cannot be this low because price only has one sell candle, right? So you see how we are literally following the market, right? Literally, guys, this is literally magic. Same thing again, price comes, right, boom, creates a low, creates a high, retraces. Guess what, literally as price retraced, this is the low that price needs to break. Why? Because it has at least 2 sell candles. This cannot be the low because this only has one sell candle. So guess what, when price came and retraced here and gave you this shooting star here, obviously it's literally a no-brainer trade to take your fucking trade, right? And price literally goes in here and then reverses. Now guess what happens, you can literally still catch this move here, but this is not the point where you could have caught this move, but I explained this in my last video. But basically, guys, this is how you can literally learn market structure fast by only following this 1 hour time frame setup, right? Like I told you guys, the low must have at least 2 sell candles, right? When price breaks that low, then the trend has changed. And guess what happened, guys? When price broke the previous low, which is this right here, right, you don't have to even think twice and say, oh, is it going to sell, is it going to buy? No, you automatically just assume it's going to sell. And in this case here, you can clearly see, right, that price came, broke the previous low. Now once price broke the previous low, price needs to now break this high right here, right, for the trend to change from sells now to buys, right? So as you can see, boom, price creates a low here, retraces, boom, a no-brainer. Like this is literally a no-brainer setup right here. As you can see, boom, price now creates this shooting star, boom, the rest is history. Price sold. Now price has created a low. Now the high that price needs to break for the trend to change from sells to buys is going to be this high right here. Why? Because it has 2 buy candles. You can't use this as the high because it only has 1 buy candle. But basically, guys, this is how you can literally learn forex fast as possible, guys. You only need 1 time frame, guys. It took me 4 years to understand this stuff. You feel me? And I'm breaking this to you easily. You feel me? But if you want this ebook, guys, to learn more about this, guys, just click the link at the bottom of this video. I will see you guys later. Peace.